All right, I'm back. This is part two. So, yeah, like I'll go to yard sales and all the little clothes will be the same. Like I'll see this one little froggy onesie at the first person's house, and then I'll go to like two more houses to see the same one. And I'm trying to figure out if they all just shop at the exact same place, or if there's really just not that much of a variety in baby clothes that I think there is. Because I look, in all the baby stores. I go to Gymboree, I go to, Toys R Us, I go to Walmart, I go to Target, and I look, and I don't see that a lot of, I don't necessarily see that they have a lot of the same exact clothes, but similar. But I have found that in this area, just about all the little kid clothes are the same. But anyhow, so I went to the fourth yard sale, and the lady had everything out that was, they were like, in big bins, and it was fill up the bag for $1. So I ended up leaving with 3 little like Food Lion shopping bag type things full of baby clothes, boy, girl, unisex. I think I got a little snowsuit in there, bibs, undershirts, all kinds of stuff. Definitely well worth my $3. And most everything in there was name brand. It was like Carter's. A couple of things were some name brands like Ralph Lauren. Some stuff that I typically would not buy because I'm not a real big name brand person. That doesn't move me at all. It's as long as I think it's cute is what I usually get. But anyhow, so I ended up leaving there and spent $3. Great deal. Then I went to the last yard sale, and this one I wasn't so sure that I was going to be able to walk away because she had so much stuff. She had a whole side of the yard was just her little girl stuff. We're talking swing, car seat, stroller, high chair, all the clothes, diapers. Then she had a different side of the yard that was all her little boy stuff. Same thing. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, I really need to be pulled away from here. And it was so funny because I wasn't supposed to go pick up my oldest daughter until 11:30. And ironically, as I was like halfway through the little boy stuff, my daughter calls and says, Mom, I need you to come get me now. I'm done. And I was like, oh. And I was like, well, crap, I'm way on the other side of town. That's like a half an hour drive. I don't want to have to keep her waiting. So I was like, all right, I'm on my way. So I ended up getting more girl stuff today than I did boy stuff. But right as I was getting ready to leave, I looked and the lady had a box of Huggies diapers. Some of them were Huggies, some were Pampers, and they were all mixed in the box. And then she had an additional bag of diapers, like size 1 and newborns. And I was like, how much do you want for the diapers? She's like, oh, $1 for the bag. And I'm like, well, how much is the box? She said $1 for the box. And I'm like, what? I mean, and we're talking like somewhere between 40 and 50 diapers in each little container, and she was asking for $1. So of course I grabbed those up too. I ended up getting like 6 outfits for little boys. Some of them look practically brand new. And I ended up getting a whole bag of little girl stuff and like 2 blankets. One of them is like the Minky blankets, the really soft blankets. And I ended up spending total at her place $7. So all together today, I spent, let's see, 7, 3, that's 10, 11, 16. I spent $16.75, I think. And for me, my goal on any given Saturday when I go yard selling, I always try to go to multiple yard sales, and I try to never spend more than $20. And that's like my personal goal. Under $20, everything I want has to come under $20, or it can't go home with me. And that's including multiple yard sales from here to here to here. And what I do is ahead of time, I look them up on Craigslist, I look them up in the newspaper, and I see who's offering what I need. So like, if it's baby items or if it's maternity items, then that's what I look for. A lot of my maternity clothes, and at this point, I have a pretty extensive wardrobe. I didn't realize how much maternity stuff I had. I had loaned some maternity clothes to a coworker, and she was nice enough to bring those back yesterday. And I added them to the collection of stuff that I've purchased since earlier this year. Not counting the stuff she brought back, just the stuff that was hanging in the closet, which means things I've purchased in the last, I'd say, last 2 weeks here, and some stuff I purchased last fall when I was pregnant. Just that alone, I had over 58 shirts. I think I stopped counting, like 58, because one of the kids came in and I lost count. 58 shirts, 2 dresses, 2 or 3 nursing nightgowns, and like 5 pairs of jeans, 3 pairs of dress pants, you know, and of course I went out and I bought some maternity bras. I have 3 maternity bras now. Well, they're, you know, nursing bras, because I needed new bras anyhow. So I was like, well, I might as well just buy maternity nursing bras if I'm going to wear them anyhow. I take that back. I bought 5 nursing bras. And I've bought 12, wait, no, 6, yeah, 12 pairs of maternity underwear, which I will say is quite comfortable. A lot more comfortable than I realized it was. I didn't realize there was a difference really in maternity underwear and regular underwear, but there is. I will say, however, I'm not fond of the, I think is it high cut? It might be the high cut ones. I think I prefer the brief ones, and I think that's just because of the way my body is shaped. But anyhow, I only have like 1 pack of high cut. The other 3 packs were brief. And of course, I got them on sale too. But anyhow, so I ended up, you know, only spending $16.75 today. So I was real proud of myself. Now, here's for my vent. And this is where the conversation may get a little ill. You know, no cursing or anything like that. No cursing warning. But, you know, I'm in a store last night, and I won't name any names, and they happen to have a trade-in event right now. So a swing that I was given for free a while back, that it was a little damaged, and we were going to try to fix it, I traded it in to get a 25% off coupon. I went to the store, and I went to go buy a stroller, because the only thing that this baby does not have right now was a stroller and a high chair. Now, of course, the baby has a stroller because I bought it, but the only thing I need is a high chair, and we've been looking at those on Craigslist, you know, and I may wait and actually get one brand new later. I haven't got that far yet, but that's the only thing I'm missing. So I decide that I'm going to go and trade in the swing to go buy a stroller. The stroller I ended up picking up was like $80, and then, you know, of course, you take, excuse me, I'm sorry, the burping is starting today. It usually starts around this time and keeps going the rest of the day. Excuse me. The stroller, okay, ends up being $60 after the 25% off discount. So I'm like, okay, no big deal. That'll work great. So I go up to the register to ask the young lady to please help me get it down off the shelf, because while I'm not super pregnant, you know, I am only almost 6 weeks, I really don't need to be lifting stuff, especially stuff that's high over my head and I'm not exactly sure how heavy it is. So my whole thing is, you know, I don't want to lift it just in case. So I ask her to get it for me. So I'm getting the stroller, and she asked me, you know, so how far along are you? Because you don't really look very pregnant. And I'm like, I'm almost 6 weeks. And she's like, and you're buying stuff already? She's like, why are you buying stuff so early? You know, you still have several months to go. And I'm just like, what? You know, I mean, it really took me aback. It threw me off. And I'm just like, well, for starters, I have a history of miscarriage. I was like, and whether I buy stuff now or I buy stuff later, it's not going to change the chances of me miscarrying or not miscarrying. You know, because it's on sale, because I have a coupon, and I have to use the coupon the day I trade in, and the trade-in event ends in 2 days, I'm going to use it now. So I'm going to go ahead and get it. I don't have a problem, you know, buying stuff early. There's no rule that says I have to wait a certain amount of time. So she's like, well, you know, I just think it's kind of early. And she's like, well, you know, what are you going to do for your baby shower? You're not going to, I told her, I said, well, because I was explaining to her, I said, we have everything but a stroller and a high chair. You know, the nursery's already set up. I even showed her the little pictures I have on my cell phone that I took at the nursery. And she was like, oh my goodness. She's like, well, what are you going to do about your shower? What are people going to get you if you bought everything yourself? And I was like, I'm not having a shower. You know, my husband's mom is deceased, and all his sisters live on the other side of the country. My mom doesn't throw showers. You know, I have 2 older kids. She didn't throw a shower for them. A friend of mine threw my shower, and she came to the shower. And that was it. And I'm like, you know, I don't have many female friends. I have a handful, and we're not that close. I was like, and I don't know that my coworkers are going to throw me a shower. I doubt it. But, you know, my thing is, so I don't depend on other people to buy me stuff. You know, I'm grown. I'm 35 almost. And just about anything I want, I'm able to purchase. So I don't depend on other people for a shower to buy me things. So it just kind of threw me off. And I left the store a little ill. You know, I bought the stroller anyhow, but I did leave the store a little ill. So, you know, that's my rant. And this video is getting kind of long, so I'm going to end it at this point. But I just wanted to share that. And I may come back later and do another video. Talk to you soon. Bye.